Welcome back to Millennial Fashionista TV. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did this look right here. I posted a couple videos on my Instagram stories and I got a lot of questions about the look and the lipstick and the eyeshadow. So I figured what better way to show you than to film another makeup tutorial. It's been a minute, let's be real. I think my last makeup tutorial was like 2-3 months ago. So it was about time to get back into it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you guys want to see how I achieved this look, please keep watching. To start off, I will use the Clinique Clarifying Lotion to tone and exfoliate my skin. And it's this pretty bottle right here. I love this stuff. I use it in the mornings when I wake up, and I use it at night before I go to bed after I've taken off all my makeup. It's really good in the T-zone to get rid of some of those excess oils. It's really good if I haven't completely taken off my makeup and there's still some remnant. I use this stuff to get all that gunk out and unclog the pores. And it is a little drying, or it can be, but if you follow up with a moisturizer, it's amazing. I mostly focus in on the T-zone area. Oh, just feels so clean and refreshing. So good. Obviously, I'll have everything linked below. For moisturizer, I'm using the Tarte H2O moisturizer, and this is a little sample that I received from Sephora, but I've been loving it, so I'm probably going to purchase the full size. It's not greasy at all, and I love that. Because I have combination skin, I hate when things get greasy and I break out, and it's just not cute at all. So this is perfect. You always want to make sure to have clean hands so that you aren't yourself clogging your pores more than they need to be. Good hygiene is important. So is. I'm just gonna moisturize my lips a little bit. I'm using the Tatcha Gold Spun Lip Balm. Love this stuff. Literally works miracles on my chapped winter lips. Yup, sure does. Alright, now on to the fun stuff. So, for primer, yeah, I'm using the Farsali Unicorn Essence. This has been around Instagram for years now. It's kind of died down. I love it. Smells great, works well. Gotta be grammatically correct too sometimes. Oh my goodness, I got that in my hair. And I just apply this all over my face to prime before I put on my foundation. Oh, my skin feels amazed. Alrighty, so for foundation, I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation, and I have it in the shade 150. I'm using my Morphe sponge to put it on. I found that if I use my beauty blender or any beauty sponge, it applies way better than when I use a brush, because the brush leaves streaks and it's just not as flawless as it could be. So I always apply the Fenty Beauty foundation with a beauty sponge. And I probably shouldn't have put on my earrings because they're gonna get a little foundation on them, but that's okay, they can be cleaned. You always wanna take your foundation all the way up to your ear and even dab some on your ear. You don't want any color difference at all whatsoever, because that looks janky. You don't want janky looking makeup, alright? Not if you're watching these videos. You know what I'm saying? Who is so excited to try the Tarte Shape Tape foundation? I cannot wait to get my hands on the matte finish. Woo-wee! So excited. Dab it in everywhere. Also priming my lids with the foundation just to get ready for the eyeshadow. Shout out to Susie for my awesome water cup. So sweet. Got me a bunch of goodies. I love them all. Thank you. I wear my t-shirt all the time. Alright, should we do contouring or eyeshadow? For contouring, I'm using my Shade and Light Powder Contour Kit and the little two-sided brush that comes with it. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And I want to stick in this area right here. Just want very light contour, and I'm going in with a very light hand. Come in! Aww, this is coffee. Thank you. So I'm going in with just a little dab in a very light hand. Like I said, I'm focusing in on this area right here. And I'm just a little bit above where my natural definition is because I don't want to drag it down. I always want to make sure I drag everything up so I have a nice lifted look. See how light that is? It's not very dark at all because I want a very natural look. I feel like the left side is a little bit lighter than the right side. I'm gonna focus in a little bit more on this. And now onto the forehead using the same shade. And now I'm taking a little bit of this shade right here and just going in under the contour with the other end of the brush, just to add a little extra definition. And I just now realized I haven't even concealed my face. Like, what am I doing with this contouring? Wow. So I'm going to do that before I do anything else. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair. And I'm running low, so I definitely do need to get another one. Now with the pointed end of my beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend this in. It's not a beauty blender, it's a Morphe blender. You know you've really succeeded on a product or as a company when people are using the name of your product to call all other things or similar products by that name. So kudos to Beauty Blender. And it says life begins after coffee. Partially true. Coffee and my morning devotional. Heck yeah. And I am taking this up onto my eye to prime my eyelids some more. Just so I have a nice clean blank canvas for my eyeshadow. Now to set the concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Peach Perfect translucent powder, and it smells so good. It literally tastes like peaches. Not taste, smells like peaches. Although it does taste like peaches too, because these little particles, I've inhaled some and they're very sweet tasting. Is that weird? I just got some in my mouth. It literally tastes like peaches. It's sweet, it's sugary. But that gets me thinking to how many chemicals we're actually putting into our bodies and on our faces. So one of my wishes for this year is to start looking into more green products, and it's not healthy. And they estimate that women their bodies absorb about 5 pounds of chemicals through makeup application. So that is something scary to think about, definitely. All right, I think we're good with that. Actually, I'm just gonna leave some and let it bake while I finish my contouring. A little on the jawline from what's left over on the brush. All right, I guess I can brush this off now. Now for some blush. I'm using the Sephora Winter Flush palette, and this is what it looks like. And I think I'll be going in with this shade right here. And just a little bit on my cheeks. I just dropped all my brushes. It's really not that dramatic, but it is slightly annoying. I'll be right back. For highlighter, I'm using the Huda Beauty Winter Highlighter Palette, and I'll be going in with the 2 bottom shades right here. They're called Northern Lights and Winter Rose. Still slightly bitter that we did not see the Northern Lights when we were in Iceland, but that's okay. That means we just have to take another trip. So I'm just using a combination of the 2, Winter Rose and Northern Lights, just for a subtle shimmer, nothing too crazy. And now to blend everything nicely, I'm going over everything with my sponge, just so everything blends together seamlessly and there are no harsh lines between the contour and the brush and then the highlight. Okay, now for some shadow fun, right? So for shadows, I'll be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I initially went into this cold turkey not knowing what I was going to do or what look I was going to do for you guys. But yesterday, I got a lot of compliments on my makeup and I had a lot of questions on Instagram asking me about shadows and the lipstick. So I figured I might as well just recreate it since there were questions. So that's why I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette, because that's what I used for yesterday's eye look. And let's see if I remember this correctly. Sometimes I just look at my palette and the one that speaks to me is the one I whip out, and then I open it up and I look at the colors, and then the ones that are just like calling my name are the ones I use. I never really plan it too much, having a little spontaneity with my makeup, if you know what I mean. So to start off with, I'm going to use this shade right here and put that all over my lid. And I'm using the Sephora Pro blending brush, number 27. I miss this. This is fun. To darken up my crease, I will use this shade right here. With a very light hand, I'm blending that color into my crease. I think this is a very pretty everyday look / going out look. It really can be used either way because it's not too crazy. It's pretty neutral. There's gonna be a pop of color on the lips, but other than that, it's pretty basic. Light on the blush, light on the contouring, even light on the highlight. Crazy, right? To darken up the crease and outer V, I'll be using this really dark brown right here. Just want a little bit of a darker look, especially since I'm not wearing any eyeliner. I use the same brush for all the eyeshadow application. That's why I went from lightest to darkest. Now with my finger, I will go in with this shimmery shade on the rest of my eyelid. To really get in there, I'll use this brush since it has a pointy tip. Now with my blending brush, I'm just gonna blend everything together. And to get the nice sharp edge, I'm going to use this Sharp Edge Beauty Blender from Sephora. I'm going to use translucent powder and draw this nice line right here. And for my lower lash line, I'll go in with that second brown shade. And I'm just going to apply just a little bit to darken it up. Kind of use the translucent powder as a helper so I don't go too crazy. So I don't want it too dark. For my inner tear duct, I'm using this shade right here to give it a nice bright look. Now for some mascara. I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and I love this. Definitely my favorite. I am going to be putting on lashes to really amp up the look. For lashes, I'm doing the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes. They're my favorite just because they're so fluffy and so natural looking. And I'm also using the Huda Beauty Lash Glue, the best lash glue out there, hands down. It's super easy to apply. Once you take off the lashes, you can also take off the lash glue because it strips off. And it's super easy to do it. If you couldn't tell, we are a Huda Beauty fan around here. I love these bad boys. Now that we've put these bad boys on, it's time to do brows. And for brows, I'm using the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit, and I'm using it in the shade number 2. And now to set this, I'm using the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. And last but not least, on to lips. For lips, and everybody loved this color, I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics Kristen Liquid Lip Kit. It's like a brick red. It's very pretty. Now I'm just using the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner, and I like to do this at the end generally because I want to get those nice crisp edges, and it helps me after I put on the lipstick really get that nice crisp line that I'm looking for. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this easy, romantic, neutral look. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Kisses, besos, pupici.